Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boffins and brandybucks, and welcome back to Flying Solo's Twitch and YouTube progression through the hills of Muil. This is the 7th part, the hills of Muil, which I've already said. So progression means, of course, that I won't be using any cards that weren't released when this set was released, and as an added spinneroony, I'm going to be using the hero out of the adventure pack that was released that I'm playing. Well, I fumbled those words. But anyway, in the hills of Muil, Bran, son of Bane, is the hero. So I will be using him. So my team is Bran, son of Bane, who is a 2/3/2 with 3 health, ranged character where after he attacks and defeats an enemy engaged with another player, I can ready one of that player's characters, which is a completely useless ability, as I am playing alone. I would never pick this guy, but here we are. We're in the hills of Muil, and he's going to be showing us around. I also have, for the first time, Legolas. What's up, Silver? Just getting back from vacation. I know I've been gone for a week. Here we are. We're going back through again. And of course, the faithful Emyn, who has 4 willpower, 1 attack, 1 defense, 3 health, and can discard a card from our hand to give her another willpower. You know who she is. She has been an absolutely clutch for a performance in these adventures thus far, and I couldn't leave her behind. But we are playing tactics for the first time, and that means we're using eagles for the first time, which I'm a little bit excited about, to tell you the truth. Let's take our opening hand and go from there. A descendant of Thorondor, a Gondorian spearman, Gandalf Greyhelm, Landroval, Quick Strike, a lot of red, Horn of Gondor, and Radagast. Radagast the Brown. Alright, so we are in the hills of Muil. The hunt for Gollum has led us here, and you are now approaching Rauros Falls and the nearby hills of Muil. Search the encounter deck for Amon Hen and Amon Law and add them to the staging area, then shuffle the encounter deck. We have done that, so there is only one quest card in this, so once we do this, that's it. You are certain that Gollum has fled into this area, and you must explore until you find the fresh trail. There are no location cards in the staging area. The first treachery card revealed during the quest phase gains Surge. I must remember that. Cannot forget. If there are no location cards in the staging area, the first treachery card revealed gains Surge. Okay, so players cannot defeat this stage, which is the only stage, if there are no Muil locations in play. Unless there are none. And we have 20 victory points. So we have to clear out all Muil locations, and we have to have 20 victory points. So these are both Muil locations, and they're worth 5 victory points each. So we have to find 10 more points worth of cards. We have to find 10 more points worth of locations and clear them. But that's just what we're going to do. We got Legolas to help us. We got the questing queen herself, Eowyn. We got a pretty lackluster opening hand. No test of will. No Northern Tracker, which is going to be absolutely clutch. So the threat value on these is double the number of players in the game. 1 player in the game, which means threat of 2 each. Let's try this and see what happens, and if need be, we'll play it again. So from our opening hand, we'll play... I guess we'll play nothing? Maybe we'll play nothing. Maybe we'll wait. There's nothing dangerous in the staging area, and there's nothing particularly great in our hand. Let me reorganize these. We can take a look at them there. Okay. So let's commit Eowyn for 4 and Bran, son of Bane, for 6. And we'll leave Legolas up, just in case, as he's only worth 1 questing point anyway. So 6 against the 4 in the staging area, and we'll reveal our first treachery card. Surge, 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 Eastern Crows, and that will surge into the Highlands, which is a 1 threat location, and in order to travel here, we must reveal the top card of the encounter deck and add it to the staging area. So that is not great for us. So we have 6 quest points against 6 in the staging area, so that is okay. We take no threat, and we gain no progress. Be right back. Yep, dead air, that's right. My dice cup. So what have we got here? 18, 28. So we're starting with 28 threat. Okay. So we'll go to the travel phase, and we will choose to travel to one of the 2 Emyn Muil locations. We'll go to the one where it is the active location, we treat all attachments as if the text box was blank, as we have no attachments thus far. And we will go from there. We'll go to the combat or the enemy phase, and we will engage the Eastern Crows, deal them a shadow card, and take an undefended attack with them, as they attack for 1. So unless they get a pretty decent shadow effect, which there is, after this attack, return the attacking enemy to the staging area. So we're going to put 1 damage on good old Bran, son of Bane. And instead of shooting the crows dead with Legolas and putting 2 quest points on our location, we are going to instead just end our turn and increase our threat, because that crow ran back to the staging area. And we'll draw a card. Manildor's Flight. Now this is a card I don't think I've ever used before. Choose an eagle ally and return a character to its owner's hand. It goes pretty good with the descendants of Drorindor, is it? The ones that come down, deal damage, and leave. So let's get resources. And let's reevaluate our hand here. So we'll play the Horn of Gondor on Brand. What he would be doing with the Horn of Gondor, I have no clue. And we'll play a Gondorian Spearman. And we'll leave the eagles in our hand until we have need of them. Until we reach the crack of doom. And we will quest again. There's 4 threat in the staging area, so we'll just go for 6. As we're going to have a little trouble questing, so we need to keep the boards cleared until we can pull out a Northern Tracker. Alright, so we're at 6. Rock Slide. Deal 2 damage to each character committed to the quest. My God! That is nasty. That's it. Brand is dead. My God! Well, so we don't have a test of will. That's a scoop. That is not. That's what a BS card that is. My Lord. Okay. Silly hat or not, he got crushed to death in a landslide. So that's a scoop. Good old Lord of the Rings. When I post these on YouTube, I'm gonna make a highlights video of all of the incredible deaths and scoops that it took to get to the success. Okay. We go again. This time we must be sure that we draw a test of will in our opening hand, as that was very nasty. 2 damage to each questing character. Jeez. Well, we shuffle, and we try again. That's all we can do. We got time, we got health, we got 28 threat. Alright, back again, take 2, Hills of Emyn Muil. And we'll take our opening hand. Radagast. Unexpected Courage. Gandalf, Lot of Wizards. Feint. A Test of Will. A Northern Tracker. And a Gondorian Spearman. So we are definitely going to keep that. You know, I was thinking mulligan. I should have mulliganed. Should have mulliganed the first time around. Once again, we have nothing to play on our first turn. Less we play. I guess we'll play the Gondorian Spearman. Couldn't hurt. There he is. I mean, he could finish those crows off pretty swiftly. And we will commit all 3. No location to put quest points on, so we'll just commit Emyn and Brand again. So that is the Furious 6. Here we go. Surge, surge, surge. Orc Horse Thieves. That is a cool looking card. So these are doomed too. So the first thing that happens is we're going to raise our threat to 30. Horse Thieves get +1 attack for each location in the staging area. So they engage us at 35. They have 1 attack on their own. We're going to travel once again to Emyn, where all of our attachments are blank, because we have none. And since there is only 1 location in the staging area now, his attack will be 2. Which is... Still, he'll kill the Spearman. And he has 6 health. So I suppose we're going to have to start working him over at some point. I guess we're going to engage him. He's got 3 threats, so we can't leave him in the staging area. That's the end of the discussion. There he is. Oh, threat. Ah, all right. That's a blooper reel. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I lose. I'll take a threat as doom. Went right over it. Yes, sir. Okay, thank you for that. And now we travel. Now we engage. And we'll block with the Spearman. So we'll give him the Shadow card. No effect. But his 2 attack is unfortunately enough to kill this Spearman. The Spearman deals damage to him as he is declared a defender. And then Legolas will twang an arrow. And he has 2 defense, so Legolas will deal 1 more damage to him. And we will go to 32 threat. So we've increased our threat by 4 in 1 turn. Not good. You gotta say, not good. But everybody gets a resource, and that is good. If we can stay alive long enough to activate the Northern Tracker, we can really start clearing some of this stuff. So let's take our card. A Hasty Stroke. Okay. We're going to play Unexpected Courage on Brand, Son of Bane. As he has 2 willpower, so we need him to quest. And we will quest with Emyn and old Brand for 6 against the only 2 threat in the staging area. So unless we draw up some nasty monster, we're looking pretty good. A forest location, Enchanted Stream. While this is active, we cannot draw cards. Alright, this is why I use a reminder dice here. So we've got 6 willpower. There is 4 threat in the staging area, so we'll put 2 progress on Emyn. And now we will... Shall we discard a card? I suppose not. If we discard a card, and we can kill this guy this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can clear this location. We can clear it next turn. It's no big deal. Our hand is pretty stacked, I gotta say. So we'll use Unexpected Courage to ready Brand. This guy's got 2 attack. We can feint him and finish him. I suppose you do it. Well, you got the chance, you do it. So I'll feint him. His shadow card goes to the discard pile, and we'll double bow for 6. He has 2 defense, so he takes 4, and he is muerte. That's Latin for dead. We'll go to 33 threat. Take a card. The Wandering Toque. He's also been a pretty standout in this series so far. I've enjoyed that little guy. Never got a chance to use him a lot before. I think I just like the art on the Hobbit cards more than anything. Alright, so we've got... We'll save our blue, our spirit, for the Hasty Stroke and the Spirit of... There's nothing that we can play. But we're going to try and get Radagast out next turn if we can. Okay, I got a plan. My plan is to get Radagast out, and then use Gandalf to draw into the Eagles. And then play the Eagles and destroy everything. So 6 against 4 in the staging area. Oh, and a Legolas participating in that attack allows me to put 2 progress on that quest. So don't forget, that's not cheating just because I did it late, all right? That's part of the game. I choose to do it. Okay. So we've got 6. The staging area is going to shoot the Highlands at us. In order to travel here, we must reveal the top card of the encounter deck and add it to the staging area. So we've got 5 in there, which means we put 1 progress on Emyn and complete it and move it into the victory display. Get out of here. And we will travel to Emyn. While we're here, we cannot play event cards. So we must clear this as quickly as we can. We must hastily get through 34. Not a lot of action, but that's good. That means we're safe, we're happy, and we're walking. And that's what Lord of the Rings is all about. Another northern tracker and a 1 resource for our angel Éowyn, and 1 for each of the boys. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to use all red and play Radagast. Makes his first appearance in the progression. I imagine we're going to see a lot more of him as the Eagles become a stronger archetype. So he will collect a resource each round, which we can use to pay for creatures. And we can spend resources from him to heal wounds on creatures as well. As now, we have none, but we'll have patience. He also quests for 2, which is something we desperately need. So we will quest now for 8. And we will take a card. Oh no, it's Rock Slide again. Deal 2 damage to each character committed to the quest. Well, guess what? We're holding on to a Test of Will, and we will use it. There it is. Rock Slide all on that. Nothing happens, and instead we compare our 8. Oh no, we can't play event cards. We can't play event cards, so we must eat all that damage, as we are at Emyn, which is a very dangerous place to be. 2 on Éowyn, 2 on Brand, and 2 on Radagast, bringing them all to death's door. But our 8 against the 3 threat in the staging area means that we can put 5 progress on Emyn and clear it. Which means now we will travel to the Enchanted Stream where we cannot draw cards. So we will take a threat, we will not take a card, and we'll take our resources. That's 1 for each of our heroes, and 1 for Radagast the Brown. It seems to me like I execute Plan B a lot more often than I execute Plan A. No card, but we have resources for Gandalf. No, we don't. We're a little short. We're going to save up for the Northern Tracker, although I think we're looking pretty good now. So let's just go for our 8 again. This time we can play Test of Will if that nasty Rock Slide comes up again. So that's 8 for the quest. Drawing a card. Highlands again. So to travel here, we must reveal the top card of the encounter deck. So our 8 against these 2 allow us to clear the Enchanted Stream and put the 1 progress we need to complete Emyn there. We have 10 victory display points. We need 20. These are worth 1. Travel there and add a card to the staging area. Each player raises his threat by 1 for each character he controls that is not currently committed to a quest. That is not fair, I've got to say. None of my characters are currently committed as we're out of the quest phase and into the travel phase. Is that so? So we'll raise our threat by 4. Well, we can't afford to use the Test of Will on this either. So we'll simply use Gandalf to bring our threat down when we can. So we will actually go to 40 threat to end the turn and draw a card. A second Test of Will. Well, that's really going to help. Readying everybody. Taking our resources. Ah! That's damage. Get out of here. Shall we play the old man and try and draw into a Galadrim's Greeting? Or play him for the guaranteed threat? You know, I'm not going to play him yet either way. We'll just quest our 8. No real need even for that, but, I mean, what else are we doing with these characters right now, right? Draw a card. So this is Impassable Chasm. If there is an active location, remove all progress from that location and return it to the staging area. If no location is moved, it gains surge. So this goes back to the staging area, and we'll travel there again. Because we actually want to reveal the top card of these decks. We want to get more locations with victory points. This is another one, the Outer Ridge. Well, this is the active location. Each other location gets +1 threat, and this is worth 2 victory points. So we'll go to 41 threat and draw a card. Not very exciting, these early quests. I'm a little anxious to get out of here and into Khazad-dûm, where the action is fierce, fast, and furious. Okay, we got all kinds of resources, and we're going shopping now. Firstly, 4 for the Northern Tracker. This is like a Game Genie cheat code. All right, every time she commits to the quest, she puts a progress on each location in the staging area. We know it. We know what's up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Gandalf. And we're going to use Gandalf to draw cards. We're going to draw our way out of the threat. I think that is prudent, as we have so many. We're going to use Gandalf to reduce our threat by 5. We're going to go down to 36. And we got the big guy. So we have no resource for Test of Will. So we must be prudent about what we do. We're going to commit Gandalf. I'm going to commit the Northern Tracker. Committing the Northern Tracker clears the Highlands and puts one on the Outer Ridge. So our victory display is at 11. And that's it. We're going to leave at only 5. That way, if we draw that nasty rock slide, nobody will die. Sometimes you got to think things through a little bit. The North Stair. So this is another victory point location. After traveling to the North Stair, move the top card of the encounter discard pile to the staging area and resolve any effects. Well, that's not so bad. So we have 5 willpower against 5 in the staging area. So what we're going to do is discard a card. We're going to discard this Northern. We're going to discard the Took to be able to put 1 progress on the Highlands and clear it. And that is Éowyn's ability. That puts us at 12 victory points. And we are going to... okay. We got to do it. So we're going to travel to the North Stair. So we must move the top card of the encounter discard pile to the staging area and resolve its effect. If there's an active location, remove all progress from the location, return to the staging area. Actually, so that doesn't make a difference at all. We'll just leave him there for the Northern Tracker. We'll go to 37th threat. Gandalf will fly away, as he is like to do. A wizard is never late. And I am Gandalf. And we will go to... yeah, we moved our threat up, so let's take a card. A Hasty Stroke. Not a lot of action for these archers. We did take down a big enemy in the last game. But, well, that was this game, the Horse Thieves, yeah. So we took down a big enemy. And now we'll listen to some relaxing Shire music on our iPods as we just walk to the end of this. So we'll commit Northern Tracker. That will clear the Outer Ridge, giving us another 2 victory points for 2, 3, 4, 14. And put 1 on the North Stair. I don't like that North Stair's effect. So we're going to take our resources. We're just jumping all over the place, as usual. That's how we play here. We're loose, we're furious, we know the game. We're going to use all 4 of Radagast's resources to bring the Descendant of Thorondor into play. Normally, every enters play, you can deal 2 damage to an enemy in the staging area, but our staging area has a dearth of enemies. So we will do nothing with him. We will commit Éowyn. And that's all we need. 5. Oh, no, that thing's pretty big. We'll commit Brand. He's got Unexpected Courage, so why not? 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's reveal. Let's get a fight. Come on, let's get a fight. It's another location. The shores of Nen Hithowal. The first player must discard an event card from hand to travel to this location. Well, we will do. We have 5. We have 7 willpower against 5. We're already at maximum progress, so let's travel here and discard a Hasty Stroke, as there's nothing happening anyway. Isn't this exciting? I thought, I'll play Lord of the Rings Progression Series, and people will be on the edge of their seats. Woo! All right, so that's discarded. We've traveled there. We raise our threat to 38. One location at a time. We are knocking this away. A feint. Well, hopefully we get a chance to use it. We'll take our resources. A 1, a 2, a 3, and a 1 for the old man. Okay. And now we commit. We'll commit Emyn to the quest, as is we are like to do. We'll commit that northern tracker, putting a second progress on the North Stair. And we'll commit Brand, who has unexpected courage, but he doesn't really need it today. We don't need a lot of courage. I'm glad you're having fun. I think maybe it's a blessing to not be overwhelmed and shadow affected to death. 4, 6, 7. We're still at 7. Reveal a card. Deal 1 damage to each exhausted character. The Necromancer's Reach. Well, that will kill Brand, Emyn, and wound that Mr. Smithers. So we're going to have to use a Test of Will to cancel it. That is 1 Test of Will down. That's where the tension is going to be. It's how many Test of Wills against life-threatening effects are we going to be able to pull off. So we have 7. There's 3 in the staging area. We clear another location. That brings us to 16. We will be at 19 after we finish our quest on the North Stair. We're at 39 threat. If we can find 1 more location, we can get out of here and go get that darn Gollum. Draw a card. Beorn. Uh-oh. If somebody does come to fight us now, they'd be in a heck of a lot of trouble. Let's play him. Beorn the Bear. 1, 2, 3. He costs a fanciful 6. And here he comes. 1 willpower, 3 attack, 3 defense, and we can give him +5 attack until the end of turn. But for that, we must shuffle him back into the deck. Now I'm begging you to come and fight. We've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. An army of 7. All right, they're fully equipped. So you know, if I was a goblin, I would think twice about marching against this motley crew. We've got our 1 Test of Will left. So let's go. We commit. So we're not, just in case, we're just going to commit Emyn and the Northern Tracker. As that clears this and adds it to the victory display. So what do we got here? We've got 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 19. We need only to find and complete 1 more location. Yes, I find the game very stressful. Sometimes. This is actually, it's quite nice to be able to be ahead of the game for now, because this is not always going to be so. After we run into the Balrog, there's going to be scars. Let's see our card. It is another North Stair, so this is the last location that we need. So, we can't travel there now, because we'll have to kill Emyn to do so, which wouldn't be so bad. I'm sure we can kill Emyn and win on the next turn, but let's just see if we can get her to survive. Going to the North Stair will mean that we'll have to resolve the Necromancer's Reach, which will deal with damage to Emyn, and I just can't have that on my conscience. We're at 40 threat, we're drawing a card, we're taking the resources that we're probably not going to have to use. It's a quick strike. We are primed for combat. Let's see if we can get one last fight, all right? We'll quest the Northern Tracker, putting 1 of 3 for the game, and we'll quest Emyn. And that is 5. And we draw. It's a fight. It's a horse thief. There we go. Doomed 2. So he brings us to 42 threat. We've already killed one of these. Let's kill another. Let's send him to meet his maker, who I suppose is Sauron. So he gets +1 attack for each location in the staging area. There's 1. So he has 1 attack. We will engage him, and we are going to tank him with Brand, Son of Bane. And his shadow card has no effect. So Brand completely shuts him down. And we'll use Unexpected Courage, and we'll swing for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. More than enough to send him over there to the graveyard, and Legolas can put 2 progress on the current quest, but We're already at maximum progress, so we go to 43 threat. We must survive 2 more turns. 1 resource for everybody. I feel with the test of will that we are pretty fairly ahead of the game. Draw a card. Gondorian Spearman, we'll play him. We want him. We want him on the team. You made the cut. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll get another... No. I wanted a... We could get a complete fellowship if we bring in that Northern Tracker, but I can't risk it. You know, I can't risk it. I can't risk to get that. Gotta have the spirit resource to play the test of will. So, Northern Tracker putting 2 of 3 for the game, and Emyn. What wonders await? We are questing for 5. Uh-oh, I rolled the dice. Treacherous Fog. Each location of staging area gets +1 threat until the end of the phase. Then each player with a threat of 35 or higher discards a card from hand. So I will discard a Quick Strike. And that has 4 threat. We have 5, so we're good. We take our turn. We go to 44 threat. Alright. No need to give these guys any resources. We'll go right to the quest phase. And we will commit the Northern Tracker for a pretty perfect game of Emyn Muil. That is, get out of here. 3, 8, 13, 14, 15, 17, 19, 22, and 0 casualties of war. So this... Oh no, we lost our Gondorian Spearman, did we? Oh well, this is what a very successful game of Hills of Emyn Muil looks like. Please stick around. We'll be back in 2 days with a run of Arkham Horror and part 8 of our Lord of the Rings playthrough progression series. And we'll see you then. Thank you for joining. We'll put this video up on YouTube post haste.